Hi, my name is Sarah Lee, and I'll be analyzing mass media and popular culture. The magazine I have chosen to analyze is Teen Vogue, and Teen Vogue is well known to target young audience, specifically teenage girls and young women between the ages of 13 to 24. When you look at Teen Vogue, you will notice a lot of advertisement as it plays a significant role in shaping these young girls and women with aspiration, self-image, and social values. Today we'll explore how these advertisements target their audience, the social message they convey, and the sociological concepts that will help us understand their deeper meanings. According to Stein and Ferris in Chapter 3, media advertisements not only reflect social norms but also actively shape them, influencing young audiences' perceptions of beauty, success, and self-worth. This presentation will explore how Teen Vogue advertisements target their audience, the message that they send, and how the sociological theories that we've learned to help us analyze the impact that they are giving. As for the characteristics, the target audience that they are targeting, as I said, is with teenage girls and young women, as they emphasize beauty, fashion, self-expression, and social identity. As for the portrayal of products, the magazine features advertisements for high-end beauty products and fashion brands, often promoting aspirational lifestyles, and they have marketing strategies to strike aesthetic, vibrant colors, sleek designs to capture attention, but also they know how to sell the products that they are advertising. And I'll go deeper into these three topics in a little bit. As for the target audience, they are trying to sell to the Generation Z, as they are growing up, and Gen Z are the ones that who are going to consume a lot more compared to the other generations. As for the portrayal of products, as you can see by the three pictures that I have selected, they are all with a luxury, and they are part of a trend. And as you can see the products here, there are designer boots, high-end beauty tools, and a product bag, and it reflects a aspirational lifestyle. According to Ferris and Stein in Chapter 3 about culture, it highlights how media influences consumer behavior by associating luxury products with status and desirability. It also shows about beauty and self-improvement by showing that the premium beauty tools would reinforce the idea about maintaining a polished appearance, which is essential for young women. And with symbolic interactionism, that is explained in Chapter 4 of our textbook, it explains that these products serve as a social symbol, which helps consumers shape their identity. Also, with the materialism and social status that is gained from this, it shows how luxury fashion is a marker of prestige. And to tie this with Bourdieu's concept of cultural capital, high-end products are seen as a way to gain social advantage. As for their marketing strategies, the sleek and minimalistic layout, and how they have details about the product descriptions and branding elements, they all contribute to making these items feel exclusive and desirable. With um, social class and inequality that is discussed in chapter 8, it shows how advertising exploits social aspirations to drive consumer behavior. As for their marketing strategies, you can see how, as they mention of TikTok viral beauty products, shows how Teen Vogue integrates social media trends into its marketing, and with that, Fersenstein tells us how digital culture influences consumer behavior, making viral trends highly profitable for brands. As for the 38 products Teen Vogue editors want for the holidays, it in a way it allows influence and the people who have created this to make whatever product that they are selling to be part of a social advantage. Another marketing strategy is how they appeal towards emotional and being aspirational. The message that they are trying to imply is if you buy these products, the readers will stay trendy, confident, and socially relevant. As for the message that is being portrayed about social groups, they are often talking about beauty, femininity, and how the beauty industry is heavily reinforcing cultural ideas of femininity, and by showing advertisements about beauty, it's you can access it through consumption. And in chapter 10 of our textbook, it argues that mainstream media reinforces gender norms through appearance rather than personal achievement. And as you can see by the picture that I have added, beauty is rather there are efforts to show diversity in terms of race and body types. However, through the ads that they are showing, they are sticking to a traditional beauty standard by focusing on a thin, clear skin model with predominantly Eurocentric features. And by owning luxury products, it's represented as a marker of social status and personal success. By aligning with a broader capitalistic consumer culture, which is often tied to self-worth. And the 5 sociological concepts that I've seen through Teen Vogue is cultural capital, which is with advertisements that are seen in Teen Vogue, they are showing a lot of luxury products as a marker of social distinction. And Stein and Ferris notes that young consumers, particularly women, are socialized to view high-end brand as a symbol of success. And as for hegemonic femininity, it despite the effort of being inclusive, the ads largely promote a conventional beauty standard. And as for consumer culture, the concept from Baudrillard It highlights how identity is shaped by the products that we buy, and um, this is also backed up from Stein and Ferris, of how they explain that media consumption fosters a cycle of self-worth by being tied to the brand, and through what they um, consumes through materialistic things. As for symbolic interactionism, advertisements rely on symbols like luxury, beauty, and youth to create meanings that resonate with the audience. As for young women, they are often encouraged to construct their identities through branded products, which equals to a social life. And lastly, as for feminization of labor, many of the ads promote the idea of girl boss culture by being financial independent through consumerism. And through Ferris and Stein, they discuss that the gender wide gap and structural barriers to economic success is for women. In conclusion, Teen Vogue advertisements shape how young women perceive beauty, success, and social belonging. While there's a push for inclusivity, but traditional beauty and consumerist ideals still remain dominant. As Stein and Ferris suggest, media not only reflects cultural norms but actively reinforces and shapes them, particularly in young audiences who are still developing their identities. And for sociological theories, it helps us to understand how these ads influence cultural norms and reinforce capitalistic consumer habits. And lastly, through further research, we should explore how these messages impact young women's self-esteem and financial habits. Thank you. And this is the references that I've gone through. Thank you.